The installation process is very essential to ensure that the work will be appreciated by the viewer as intended, and it requires a great deal of care and attention. Please read through this manual or watch the video before you begin opening the box.
Here are some items that I have included in the package. PC7, PC11 for fixing the broken pieces, silicones to fill in holes for the nails, and pin tools to make holes, and insect pins for hanging the pieces.
Here are the things you will need: a masking tape or nails to hang the map, pin tools for making holes for the insected pins, for making holes for the nails, a small hammer, a drill, a small plier for bending the ends of the insect pins, a sharpened pencil to write piece numbers on the wall, an eraser, and silicone glue. The first step is to take off the pieces from the boxes. The pieces are very fragile, so it is extremely important to handle them with care. Once the pieces are installed on the wall, they will last semi-permanently and should be merely archival, but it is very easy to break them before they are installed. Most of the breakage happens while unloading them from the boxes and handling them while installing, such as placing them abruptly on the hard surface or applying more pressure on them than necessary. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to handle them with extreme care and pay focused attention to every move, even with the simplest of the touch, movement, and placement of the pieces. Please pick them up on the thickest part of the pieces and not by holding their nails or ends. The thin ends and edges can easily break when they're caught in the clothes you are wearing or simply by hitting your body or surrounding objects. Please place them on newspaper or wrapping materials after you take them out from the boxes, as they can break very easily when placed on a hard surface.
Pay attention to the pieces that has arrow next to the number. Make sure the arrow is pointing upwards to read the number. In this case, this is number 16. Those pieces should have an arrow on the back of the piece as well. Make sure you hold so that the arrow is pointing upward and you install them correctly.
The map needs to be hung on the wall securely with masking tape or nails. Here we are using a blue tape, but you may want to use a masking tape because the map is quite heavy. Hang the map so that it is in the center of the lobby wall. Place it high enough so people's heads won't touch the bottom part of the installation. The next step is to mark the wall according to the map. On the map, within the outline of each of the pieces, there is a cross mark and 2 dots with a number on them. Using the pin tool, mark the 2 dots into the wall through the plastic sheet. For the cross mark, hammer the pick into the wall through the plastic sheet. After the 3 dots are marked on the wall, draw a line with a pin tool connecting the 3 points on the wall. Do this with some force so you can see the line after you take down the map. Then write the piece number with a pencil on the wall through the open hole associated with each piece. Please note that some pieces may only have 1 dot instead of 2. In this case, draw a line connecting the cross and the dot. If you're installing with 2 or more people, you can split the job. For example, the first person can do pieces numbered 1 through 80, while the second person can do number 81 through 158, and so on. Please make sure you do this part thoroughly and accurately, since you cannot redo it once the map is taken down. Here it is very important that the location of the dots and the cross are accurately marked. The next step is to take down the map. Please double check if all the pieces are done and then take down the map. The next step is to drill the holes for the nails. On the wall, corresponding to each piece, you should see 2 small holes with a line going through a big hole with a number written nearby. For each piece, drill a hole into the big hole using bits that is 1/8 of an inch in diameter. Complete the rest of the big holes. The next step is to install the pieces. Before installing each of the pieces, erase with an eraser the number for the piece that you are about to install. Fill the drilled hole with silicone glue. Insert the nail on the piece into the wall. Carefully holding the piece with one hand, insert an insect pin into each of the 2 holes you marked with a pin tool in step 3. Hammer the insect pin until it feels firm and secure. Bend the head of the insect pins with a plier at about 1/4 of an inch from the end of the pins. Be very careful here not to break the piece. Then adjust the position of the piece so that it is roughly 1 inch away from the wall, or as it touches on the bent ends of the insect pins. In case you cannot find an appropriate replacement for a broken piece, here I will explain how to fix a broken piece using some special glue. PC11 for the white pieces and PC7 for darker pieces, which are included in the package. Mix the 2 parts of the glue until they are well blended. Mix equal amounts of both parts of the glue. Once they are well mixed, spread the mixture on both sections of the crack and also on the back. Use blue tape to keep the pieces in place while the glue is drying. It will take 12 hours for the white glue and 24 hours for the black glue to dry completely. After the two pieces are joined and the glue on the back has dried, you may need to spread some more glue on the front to conceal the crack. After all the glue has dried, you may need to paint the front surface with acrylic paint or ink, diluted with water if needed, to camouflage the glue.
Here is the fixed piece, the front and the back.